Hi guys, Thomas here, and today I'm back with another video, actually following up on my promise of uploading for once. I know, it's a shocker. I will ask you to excuse what I'm wearing currently. It's a bit chilly in the house, and if I'm honest, I can't be bothered to get changed. So, today, we're going to be looking at the best gaming PC under £800. Now, my comment section is just filled with comment upon comment upon comment of, what's the best PC under £600? Tom, tell me what PC is the best under £700? So, if you guys do want me to make this a series where I do best PC under this price point, I will do that for you. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to look across popular pre-built websites in the UK. I don't know how this applies to America, I'm sorry, I can't really bring that across, but I'm hoping that this video will be good for you as well. I'll also be making a PC part picker list for a custom PC for this price point. And yeah, I would advise to going the pre-built route at the minute, only because of GPU prices, but honestly, I'll let you decide. So yeah, let's get into the video. So the 5 websites I'm going to be looking at today are PC Specialist, Courage PC World, Overclockers, Amazon, and obviously PC Part Picker. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all these websites. For PC Specialist, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for their pre-built options, and also I'm going to configure a PC in their configurer and see just how it goes basically. So Courage PC World actually don't have that many budget computers. Like their gaming PCs are only the cheapest one's 650 quid. Now, that's not good, brilliant. The one up from that is 700, so that's not brilliant. And the cheapest one near £800 is 850 quid. So this is our only option really that I would recommend going for, but it's 850 quid. So I will come back to this once we've looked at all the other options. However, I don't think this is a viable option. So now we're going to go to Amazon. I've just searched gaming PC. 600 to £800 is obviously where we're looking at. And some of the options here are alright, like a 10100F isn't brilliant, but 1660 Super is. Yeah, they're not exactly amazing, like that's a small form factor one obviously. Yeah, I'd expect a lot more for your money than a 1650 and only 8 gigs of RAM. Even this, like why would you go for 5600G in this build? It just does, okay, I was confused for a second. Why has it got a Intel stock cooler on it when it's an AMD build, but obviously it comes with other configurations. So I think the best choice here is if we just sort by price, high to low, and we get for once about 800 quid. So this one's 800 quid. It doesn't have an OS on it, but to be fair, installing Windows is the easiest thing ever, and you don't really notice it that much unless you want to like properly customize things. And there's meant to be a watermark in the bottom right. I'll put a photo of it on screen now. However, I don't get it that often. So if there's something I need to know about that, please tell me in the comment section. But honestly, I don't really get that often. So there's no real reason why you shouldn't just get free Windows. So this one is 800 quid. You're getting a 3500X. So that is a 6-core 6-thread. So it doesn't have hyper-threading, but honestly, it looks fine. I see no reason why it should be a bad one. So for Amazon, the Polycomp AMD gaming PC is the best option. Quick notice on this PC, what I didn't realise was that it doesn't come with an SSD. So the Amazon PC in this video is not a viable option, and you should disregard it completely. Sorry about that. Now I'm just going to click a configure one on PC Specialist. Now obviously I want all these PCs to look decent. You don't want to get, well you do, if you want a sleeper PC, then you want that in like an old, sort of like old, ruined, dusty case. Like something like this, which doesn't look brilliant. But if you're going for like a gamer PC look, I'll obviously make sure it looks gamery. Now for this build, I'm having to literally cut so many corners to try and scrape in a decent GPU here. Right, so I finished configuring this PC. It's £802, so we're really scraping the budget here. And I think it's alright. So we've got a 10400F, which is a decent CPU, no integrated graphics, but it's still 6 cores, 12 threads, I want to say. I can't really remember. 12 threads. So it does have hyper-threading. A really cheap motherboard, which I've literally had to scrape. It's not an amazing motherboard, and I wouldn't always recommend it, but you know, you've got to cut some corners. 16 gigs of RAM, which is basically a necessity at this point for gaming. A 1660 Super, which I've only just managed to get in. A 128 gig M.2 SSD. and a 1TB hard drive for all your games and stuff. A 450 watt power supply, which which will be enough, but if you want to upgrade, you wouldn't need to put that power supply further up. Obviously, you wouldn't want a 450 watt power supply with this build. And no operating system, because if you put Windows 10 in, it's 887 quid. So without any operating system, that's the best you can get. That isn't a horrible PC, that's quite a good PC, but for 800 quid, you would normally be able to do better. Now, let's have a look what they do in their normal desktop PCs. So this is the only PC they have for this kind of select price point. It's got a 2TB hard drive. Does it even have an SSD? A 256 gig SSD. For 937 quid. And it doesn't come with an operating system. Okay, I'm going to take this out of the picture. You don't want this. What you want to do is to configure your list like this if you want to get it off PC Specialist. Now finally, it's a bit of a long shot, but this is Overclockers. Now they are UK based, so sorry any American users. For the graphics card, they only have it. Oh, is that just for the cheaper ones? Have I gone too cheap? I might have gone too cheap, let's go back. So this is their best offering for that price point. Is that even off their website? It is off their website. An i3-10100F with a RX 6500 XT. To be fair, that's a new card. 6500 XT is a new card. It's not brilliant. I don't really know what AMD were doing there. Like, my card's about the same as it, but my card is a 1650 Super, which shouldn't really be doing the same as a modern day GPU, but that's how they do it. Finally, by the way, if you want a link to any of these PCs apart from the PC Specialist one, because sorry, I cannot manage that. I can't send that list to you in the description. All these pieces will be in the description if you want to pick up any of them. So go down there and check out the pieces if you want to get them. Also, while you're down there, please hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 250 subscribers, and I would love it if you could be my next subscriber. So go down there and press that button. It's actually sad, the GPU prices now. It's like it's sickening to look at. So this is my list. So you have a i3-10100F, not exactly amazing, but it's the best you can do for this price point. A cooler, because I was slightly under budget and I wanted to use up as much money as I could. So you could take that out if you just wanted to use the stock cooler, because that is really good enough for it. The cheapest motherboard on there, because that's the best you can do. 16 gigs of RAM, because that's the necessity. A 1TB NVMe hard drive, SSD. A 1660 Super for £400, which I really wouldn't recommend you buy, but if you really want it, then it is an option, I suppose. The P300A, which is the case I use with my PC, and a Corsair CV650 watt. Okay, so now it comes to the part of the video where I actually make my conclusion on this, and which PC should you buy for £800? Now, of all the options, you have Amazon, Overclockers, Curry's PC World, PC Specialist, and PC Part Picker. I believe that PC Specialist is your choice. Now, obviously, it does make you have to configure it yourself and make sure you know a bit about the hardware. But honestly, it's not bad. Like, seriously, a 10400F and a 1660 Super for £800 in 2022 is okay. Like, it was okay for 2020. So in 2 years' time, to say the GPU price has skyrocketed, it's not that bad. Curry's PC World is just too expensive, really. Amazon is a bit dodgy at times, like return policies and stuff. Overclockers is fine, a little bit underpowered for the price, and PC Part Picker is great, but £400 for a 1650 Super, no one should be paying that whatsoever, and I really hope none of you have ever done that. But like I said, all the links to these builds will all be in the description, so if you want to purchase any one of them, head down there and buy them from that link. They're not affiliate links, but they just make it easier for you. Also, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, then on my screen now are some other videos that you might enjoy seeing by me, so see what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!